There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the drawing board. My name is Sam J. Montoya. Thank you for listening, watching, supporting, whatever you do in this process. I hope you enjoy it. And, it's important. It's important that there's feedback. And that's the number one thing that I'm learning about today. And I wanted to bring in one joke instead of an entire set because as of the middle of last month, I am now back on these comedy streets performing. Back on stage, bringing the jokes, writing, and some of it's working, some of it's not, as to be expected. This particular joke today, I'm really excited to bring in just because it's more personal to me, and I think it's fun, it's silly, it's based on a conversation that I had with my wife. So naturally, I thought, hey, let's bring it to the stage and see what we can do. So today on the drawing board, I have one joke, and it will be three different sets and how I said it. And I didn't put it in any particular order or anything like that. But let's see what we can muster up today. I've been doing a lot of thinking. I got married, and thank you so much. Thank you. My wife tells me everything. She even tells me her dreams. I don't know if anyone is in a relationship where they wake up and they're like, I need to tell you this dream. It's a lot because you're like, I appreciate the honesty. I'm impressed that she remembers. But a lot of times she's like, hey, I had this sex dream. And I'm like, okay, oh boy, here we go. She's like, you weren't in it. And I said, okay, I'm going to start setting your alarm. You now wake up at 3:15 a.m. I'm not letting you get that second REM cycle. Back to party mode. Okay, so the gist of it, dreams, and I think I made a little bit of a chart of some of the topics that this type of joke can maybe branch off from, because the funniest part for me is being jealous about a dream. And it all started with the open communication that my wife and I are having in our relationship. So I did a little bit of a topic. Let me show you behind. I don't know if you can see that. Boom, little bit of a mind map of sorts. And we have open communication, dreams, obviously, and then sex dreams. And the fun thing to say is my wife and I, we talk about everything. We're open, we're talking. She tells me her dreams and even her sex dreams. Yeah, that's great. Except sometimes I am not in them. And that hurts. That hurts a lot. I'm jealous of dreams. Okay. I'm jealous of dreams. The communication is good, but it's hard when you hear stuff that you don't like to hear. So I'm angry, leading me to, are you mad? Are you mad that I had that dream? And then the next step takes me in the joke of like, well, now I want to control when she has her dreams. So this is all kind of scattered out, but I was like, well, what do I need to know about dreams? Can I make, I bring up REM cycle in the dream. So naturally I thought, well, okay, well, what does REM stand for? And REM is rapid eye movement. And that's when you have the most vivid dreams. And you dream any point in the night. So I thought, okay, well, let me control her alarm and I'll wake her up. So therefore she doesn't have those dreams. But I think what's funny with REM that got a joke is now I'm like, so she can't get that second REM cycle. So I'm just sitting there waiting to see her eyes move. And then I wake her up and I go, you were having that dream. You were having a nightmare maybe? The dreams, and I have a little point, that said, someone told me that I've got the green light to cheat in real life because she's cheated on me in her dreams. And maybe that's like a end tag, but dreams don't hold up in court. I mean, I think it depends where I want to go with it. Do I want to experience, like, okay, what's the logic here? Why should I be upset? Am I upset? Why? It's just a dream. You know, your dreams can incriminate you. It's not like you're going to do that. If that were the case, you know, then I could do an act out like no attorney would go, Your Honor, the defendant is guilty because they dreamed the crime for 8 straight hours before they did this. No. And there's a little bit of a twist of, well, I got back at it and I tried to cheat on her in my dream, but I just kept showing up to class naked, and that's not what I want. I was naked, but that's not what I was wanting in that. All right, let's hear the next version of the joke. But my wife, she tells me everything. It's great. She tells me all her dreams. Does anyone have that person right when you wake up, like, hey, I need to tell you what I just dreamed, right? And then she remembers all of it. It's very impressive. I don't remember any of my dreams. She'll tell me her sexy dreams, though, right? That's pretty fun, yeah? Sometimes I'm not in them, though. That's like, I know it was a dream, but I'm feeling a little jealous. So I looked up what to do. I have figured out when the brain dreams when it's sleeping. So I've timed it, and I'm waking her up at every 3 to 4 hours so she doesn't get that dream, you know? I got to figure out the REM cycle. Okay, that was the second version of that. Sexy dreams, it does get a laugh. There's just something, I think, so this is what I'm thinking, people, ladies and gentlemen. I can start with just, it's important to have open communication in a relationship, to discuss your feelings, to discuss, tell me everything. Tell me everything is a dangerous statement. Tell you everything? I get asked this, what are you thinking about? Nothing. I'm thinking about nothing. I can literally do that. I can think about nothing. And then he gets her mad. She's like, you can't be thinking about nothing. I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. There's no further thoughts going on in my head. So I guess for me, I'm like, I don't want to be like an asshole in the joke. But it was her, maybe stating like it was her idea to discuss things, and then I have bits about like feelings and men's feelings versus women's feelings, and we feel the same thing, but we just handle them differently. So that's kind of it's a comparison joke. Like the question is, do we have the same feelings? And it's, of course we do. Of course we have the same feelings. Men just ignore those feelings, or they mislabel them as something else because no one told them what they were actually feeling. Like for years, I thought I was hungry all the time. It just turns out that was anxiety. For years, I thought I had allergies. Turns out it was depression. There might be something funny going that. There might be something funny going that angle. You know what I mean. That's just what I'm feeling today. Is this relatable? You ask. You bet your sweet bottom dollar it is. Let's hear the next iteration. This is the last one, guys. But my wife tells me everything, which is cool, and she shares with me her dreams every morning, every single day. I've never met someone who had so many dreams. I don't remember any of them. She's like, I gotta tell you this dream. And some of them are sexy dreams, fellas, so it's actually kind of cool. But some of them, she's like, I had a sex dream, and you weren't in it. And I'm like, great. Just great. You're gonna tell me the whole thing anyways? Spare no detail. Great. I'm like, I don't know how to be, I'm like jealous of a dream. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm like, am I being a woman right now? I don't know what. So I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to start setting her alarm clock, just sync it up with her REM cycle so she never hits like deep sleep. Just good 3 to 4 hours, wake her ass up, put her back to sleep, another 3 to 4 hours, so we can have a happy marriage. I think that's how that works. The control, like going way out of what's normal is the control. That's the fun part in the material, is how far you're willing to go to not feel shitty. And it's obviously it's not sustainable, and it's probably just healthier to acknowledge that it's just a dream and move on. But the normal thing to do, I just learned this today in an interview, the normal thing to do is not funny. It's the backwards terrible decision is what makes it funny. So how do we mess this up even more? Well, now I'm going to start not sleeping. So I haven't slept in days because I'm just watching her at night until I can see her eyes move in that REM cycle. And then I just wake her up. So I'm making her wait, or I'm giving her caffeine instead of her vitamins so she can't fall asleep to have those sex dreams. That's insanity. You're depriving someone of sleep because of your lack of security in yourself. I guess that's funny, or it's dangerous. It's a dangerous person, I guess. It's an interesting thing because, you know, we're just getting back to being on stage and just getting back to having that confidence in yourself. So you want to just do what you think will work and not take chances and just go for that easier laugh. I think I might be done for this episode. I'm gonna be honest. I want to just like soak up everything. You know, sometimes the best thing to do is just let the mind mull things over. Let it mull, huh? You ever mulled on something? Mull it over? It's a weird mull. Is it mole or mole? Mall. I gotta go to the mall. I gotta mull this over. I gotta go to the mall and walk around. Yeah, it's what's the surprise there? The surprise is, well, the surprise is that of how I handle it. They're not surprised if I'm handling insecure. So by saying she's having sex with me in her dreams, so I killed her in my dreams. So I left her in my dreams. I don't want to say kill the woman. That's not funny. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. Oh, God. Everyone just so hot. I feel like once I get hot, it takes forever for me to cool down. Okay. Well, I don't know if this has been the best episode of the drawing board, but, you know, that's what this whole point is. Let's go back to the drawing board. Review the tapes. Review them. See what works. What doesn't work. You know, maybe it's just funny ha. It's not funny ha ha, but funny ha. How many ha's out of ha? Four ha's out of ha's. Anyways, all right. You've been listening to or watching The Drawing Board. My name is Sam J. Montoya. Thank you so much. Go ahead and any tips in the bottom? Throw it at me. Let's get this joke better. I want to do this. I want it to kill. I want it to destroy. That's how I want it to do.